Welcome to the cornfields of Iowa. I'm just kidding. It's Elgin, Texas. It's cold as heck. It might as well be Iowa tonight. Holy cats, it's cold. Michael Rose here, bringing you some Elgin boys soccer, taking on the Hendrickson Hawks this evening. You can see them down. Actually, I'll pan the camera out so you can see your boys down there. There we go. Getting ready to go. Officials just met with the captains at midfield. So we'll be getting down to there in just a little bit. Whoa, that was a radical zoom. There we go. Look at those tough kids with their short sleeves on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm from northwest Minnesota originally. Moved to Texas almost 10 years ago. I'll make that 9 years ago. And I'm cold. I'm freezing. It's below 50. There's no sun. It plays with your mind. So those boys out there, there's a lot of running around tonight. I'm very glad you could be with us. Thank you for having us here. Again, my name is Michael Rose, along with Josh Cargill, our QA back at Vype Live Studios. And this is, as you can plainly see, Elgin Boys Soccer. Well, that wasn't very nice. I thought that was Elgin. That's Hendrickson. There's your boys in Elgin. I'm not that. I guess the brain has been froze over. But there's your boys. I apologize. When I was here for a girls' game, the girls were on this side, so I just assumed. See what happens when you assume, folks? There's your boys across the way. By the way, I saw the sign as I walked in tonight. And I've done a few football games. I've done a few basketball games. I've done a few volleyball games. I've done a few softball games and baseball games here in Elgin. Been with Vype Live for 8 years now. Formerly came Exports. And I love the banner. One town, one team, one family. It's really cool. I like that sign a lot. There you go. The boys breaking their huddle across the way. Going to come out here. Again, your Wildcats in their purple uniforms. The roster tonight for Elgin. Number 1, the goalkeeper, David Macedo. Number 8, Mimo Hernandez. Number 10, Lane Eckert. Number 13, Felipe Rivera. Number 15, Anthony Jones. Number 16, Peyton Moss. Number 17, Dylan Zamaron. Number 18, Harvin Grandis. Number 19, Julio Villa. Number 21, Ryder Michael. Number 22, Luis Rodriguez. Number 23, Pedro Tellez. Number 29, Nestor Martinez. Number 30 is Luis Hernandez. And number 36 is Juan Mendoza. Got the beanie on and we're underway. We'll pull it back a little bit. Action down. Goalie clears it. You see that wind as it gets held up high in the air. Coming to the beg your pardon, near sideline, up here in the press box. And goes out of play. Into the corner. Elgin coming up with it. They'll kick it out of the way. Good job defensively, clearing it. Now Elgin pushing up the field. Now they'll pull it back as Hendrickson gets caught up with it. Elgin pushes it up to the far side, and Hendrickson's there to keep it in the zone. Big boot to the center. Now coming near side. It's going to skirt all the way across and out of play into the corner. Wait for the ball to be tracked down. Went way almost out into the parking lot. They'll throw it in on the sideline. Just out of the camera view. Now come into the picture as the ball you see. And the wind takes it. Hendrickson throws it in. Ball up near the 30-yard line on the football field. Near side, put back by Hendrickson. Again, Hendrickson in white. The Wildcats in their purple jerseys. Henderson clears it back. Good pursuit and good Man on man by Elgin right there. Keeping everything for him. Everybody missed on that one. Hendrickson with the possession to the far side. Center pass to the middle. I guess that's kind of redundant, huh? Center pass to the middle. That one floats to the far side into the corner. Put back into play. Let's see if I can get that here. Ball goes into the goalkeeper's area. Again, thanks to Josh Cargill, our QA back at Vype Live tonight. Appreciate him being with us. Change the angle just a little bit here. It's going to be kicked out. Hendrickson keeps it in. Just a one-man wrecking crew up here tonight for me. Elgin had a good rush on there, but Hendrickson was able to put the kibosh on that and keep it in. Elgin's pass up. Stopped and cut off by Elgin. Elgin now tried to go on the offensive, but Hendrickson cuts it off there, and a nice scoop and save by the goalkeeper. He'll come out. And just roll it as you saw before. The first kick he had out just hung high up in the air and wasn't able to get it to go very far because of the wind. Elgin does a good job keeping it on the defensive. He'll put it back to the keep, and now he'll shoot it out. I thought he was going to corral it, but he does not. Elgin on the move. Good passing. Good spacing by Elgin as well. Trying to push it up and around, but Hendrickson doing a good job on their own too, trying to keep the ball in the zone, which they do on that play right there. Pull this one wide. Ball to the center. Good passing up front. Now back to the center. Oh. Now the camera got sticky right there. The tripod, I should say. Elgin does a good job keeping spacing again, trying to get it out of the zone. Hendrickson not allowing that tonight so far. Only one time has the ball gotten past midcourt. Shot on net, saved by the goalie. Let's safely roll it. And they'll try and advance it up on the far side. Good pursuit by the Hawks. Tap it back. The defender there. Coming near side now. Now they get it out of the zone. Hendrickson pursues. Pushes it back up close to center field. I should say midfield, I beg your pardon. Hendrickson now with the spacing and trying to get it up across midfield, and they do. Nice poke check right there on the defender. Ball coming near side. Hendrickson keeps it in their zone on the offensive side. And the free kick coming out. Shot on net. High and wide. No effort needed, and the goalkeeper will send it out. Actually, just pass it off to the defender, who'll give it a little bit of a ride right up here to the near side. Hendrickson pursues into the corner. Good footwork right there by the Wildcats. Hawks poke it back in though, keeping it in their zone. Down into the corner. Shot on net high. Nice save. Nice save indeed. Climbing the ladder right there. Gets up to the top rail of the pipe on the goalpost and knocks it down and out of play. Be a corner kick here. Near side for the for the Hawks, I beg your pardon. Just getting into the corner. Goalkeeper gets his hands up on it above everyone's heads. Nice smart play right there. You can see everybody backpedaling and out of the picture. Goalkeeper sends it near side. Received by the Wildcats but cut off by the Hawks. It'll be side out right here. Another corner kick coming up for the Hawks on the far side. Lost that one up. Come all the way to the other side and out of play. The Wildcats will be able to play this one. Wildcats throw it in. The header off the Hawks. Keeps in play but cut off by the Wildcats. Nicely played right there. Good footwork. But again, right to the Hawks themselves. So near side. It's going to be Hawks possession. They'll throw it in. The Hawks keeping it in their zone. Per usual. I send it back. I'll send it across to the other side. Going up the far sideline are the Hawks in white, cut off by the Wildcats. Wildcats ball, they'll throw it in. Another whistle on the far side. Wildcats having a chance, but the Hawks not letting him do it. Oh my gosh. Ball sent all the way to the far corner. Tracked down by the Wildcats. A little foot race there and a tap out of play. Looks like it'll be Wildcat ball as they'll throw it in over there by that team bench. It's going to be one heck of a matchup on Vype Live tomorrow night, folks. If you're girls basketball fans here, Central Texas, it's the regional finals. It's Georgetown, the Eagles in Georgetown versus the Cedar Park Lady Timberwolves tomorrow night. They're playing the regional final game not in Houston as they usually do, but in Liberty Hill. So the neutral site they decided upon was Liberty Hill. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock right here in Vype Live. If you want to tune in to some playoff basketball, you're welcome to do so. I'll be on the call for that one as well. The boys here in Elgin tonight doing a good job. Scoreless so far in the first half. Nice job. Oh, good gamble right there by the goalkeeper. Came all the way out. I apologize I didn't get the camera on there. I was watching with my eyes. I get that mixed up a little bit sometimes. I do apologize. Try to give you as much footage as I can. I'm, again, like I said, the lone wolf up here in the press box doing the producing camera work and play-by-play, so ball to the far side now. Didn't quite get past midfield. Down the sideline and out of play. The Hawks will throw it in. They'll throw it back deep. Get everybody reset. Come back here to the middle now. Near side, nice tap in. A good lead. The foot race cut off by Elgin. Nice defense down inside the purple in the goal area. Tapped out of play. The Hawks will throw it in. Hawks ball. Quick throw in up the near sideline, tapped up. The Wildcats with possession. A little back and forth. Coming now near side. Good pass up the sideline. Look at that. Good lead right there. Good footwork, and the race is on. Tap to the near side. Has to put the brakes on. Coming back now with it. Looking for a little help. Now going to center it. Coming back. Defenseman there to corral it. Keep it in play. Nice passing off the backside of the Hawk defender. Definitely felt that one as it stings here in the cold. Again, about 46 degrees here tonight under the lights at Wildcat Stadium here in Elgin, Texas. My name is Michael Rose along with Josh Cargill, our QA back at Vype Live. Appreciate his help and, of course, happy to give you a shout out any and every time, my friend. Wildcats cut that pass off. Now they're coming this way. The Hawks right there once again. And they get the numbers as they pull it back. Little fancy footwork right there. A little jukey juke. Off and running up the far sideline. Puts the brakes on now coming back near side. Taps to the center. Hawks there. Good defender. Got a foot on it. It's going to go up and out of the back end. Corner kick once again for the Hawks. Ball coming to the center. Tapped up in the air, but the keeper has it. Good throw out. Put a good zing on it, but the Hawks, my goodness, they're relentless. Ball out of play in the corner. The Wildcats will throw it in. Tap into the center. Shot on net. Rolls forward. Good defender right there. Puts it back out into play. Back to the center of the pitch and now to the far sideline. Hawks have it and it goes out. It'll be Hawks throw, or excuse me, Wildcats throw in on the far sideline. Well, back and forth now as it's put into the center. Shot towards the net. Keep comes up with it, scoops it, looking for someone to outlet it to. Letting everybody get back up on offense. And now he'll put his foot into it. Drives it far side, takes a hop. Elgin there to corral it. We'll give and go back to the center of the field. Ball put down, and now the other way is the Hawks have a 1-on-2. Good job by Elgin cutting him off at the pass. A little fancy footwork and a shot towards the net, blocked. Nice job by the goalkeeper Macedo tonight, doing a great job in the net here in this first half. 9 minutes have elapsed. Actually 20, I beg your pardon, have elapsed here in the first half. Down to the inside the 19-minute mark. We count backwards. Start at 40. Down inside 21 minutes to go. Goal keep with it. And then defenseman. Low line drive with the chest by Elgin. And the play coming near side. Nice job defensively for the Wildcats as the Hawks are putting pressure on once again. And goes up the back end. A corner kick coming up for Hendrickson. Ball played on. Header was there and a shot. Nice save. Oh my goodness. Hendrickson had a beautiful look at the net on the rebound off the attempted header. But the goalkeeper puts his paws on and Macedo doing a tremendous job. My goodness. Another header missed into the corner, and the whistle blows. 21 minutes gone here in the first half. Elgin rolls it out. The Hawks cut him off. Pushes it out to the side. Rolls out the back end. Another corner kick for Hendrickson. They like it over there. And that one goes in. Score for the Wildcats, or excuse me, for the Hawks against the Wildcats. Macedo couldn't get to that one. Too much footwork in the center. 1-0. The Hendrickson Hawks have the lead here. Just inside the 21-minute mark. Bring it up to midfield. Elgin will push it back, and they'll start afresh. They go way back. Send it to the far side. Good pursuit by Hendrickson. Pass up in between two players. Now pushed back by Hendrickson. Elgin pushes it back out on the far side. It's going to roll to the bench and out of play. Hendrickson will throw it in on the far side. Stepped up. Did Elgin. Now pushing it back into the corner. Trying to start fresh and push it up the other way. Pass to the center. And a lead up front. Ball put back. Goalkeeper pushes it forward up the near side. Now coming back to the middle. Centered again. Pushed on by Hendrickson and a lead, but it's too much on there as the goalkeeper comes out and slides and makes the save. Quick throw up the far sideline. Chip shot to the center. Boys trying to get something going on momentum-wise here offensively. Up the far sideline, nice passing. A little back and forth. Hendrickson is able to cut that one off. Pass to the center. Nice move to his left. Now coming back even closer to this near side. Pushed on. The goalkeeper coming out again. Gets a leg on it. Able to knock it out of play. Looks like another corner kick coming up. I beg your pardon. That was off of the Hawks. Up to the center, Elgin holds their position. Put back to the goalkeeper. Macedo will put a foot to it to the far side. Leading it up, but Hendrickson's right there once again. Cross. Now Elgin with it. Tapped on. A little back and forth here. One side to the other, a lead up front. Now back. Now a chip shot, nicely played in the header right there by Hendrickson. Coming near side. Beg your pardon, staying to the far side. I thought that ball was going to be lifted over to this way. Hendrickson clears it out. Goes up into the other stands across the way. It'll be Elgin ball. They'll throw it in right over there by about the 40-yard line on their offensive side. A little back and forth. Cleared out by Hendrickson as we come back to midfield. Now sent back the other way. A foot race as the goalkeeper comes way out, and he'll let it roll back to him. They'll scoop it up. And he'll throw it far side. Has a teammate there who puts a foot on it. A little back and forth as Hendrickson clears it out. So he puts it back in. Good job defensively by Elgin. Clears it out. It'll go out of play. Good hustle back there by the defenseman of Elgin. Keeping things free and clear of the goalkeeper. Shot on net. Right into the hands of the goalkeeper. Taps it out of play. Hendrickson will throw it in. Ball bounces. ELGIN able to keep it in front of them, which is of course a very good thing on their part. But the Hawks do keep it in the offensive zone and they push it up the far sideline. A race for it into the corner. Hawks keep up with it, but ELGIN there to chip it away and keep their foot on the gas as far as the defensively is speaking, but they do tap it out of play. Hawks will throw it in. A high arcing shot, headed out by ELGIN, now tapped out. Hendrickson's there to cut off. Shot on net, nice save. Macedo diving to his left, makes a huge save down there. He'll roll it out, and ELGIN will try and push it upfield. Tap to the side, little give and go right there, nicely played by ELGIN, keeping it off the feet for a hot second, at least, of the Hawks. And they'll push it back here to midfield. Now coming near side. Good double team right there. Roll out, throw in. Quick, and a roll out the back end. Good decision right there by ELGIN to let it go. And the goalkeeper will let the defender tap it. Pass up to the near side. Getting shivers up here. Hawks in white, ELGIN in purple. ELGIN clears it out. The Hawks keep it in play. ELGIN sends it deep. Good hustle down there in the end. Tapped out of play off of ELGIN. They'll throw it in. ELGIN keeps it in play. Come to midfield now. Good lead pass for the Hawks as they're off and running. Gets the angle, puts it to the center. The goalkeeper taps it. Just gets it over the foot of the Hawks. And a trip from behind. And a goal for the Hawks on the free kick. Macedo diving to his left once again, just gets underneath his paw. Couldn't quite get there. 2-0 now. The Hawks take or extend their lead, I beg your pardon. Almost down to the 21-minute mark. Or, I beg your pardon, the 31-minute mark. .908 remaining in the first half. Hendrickson with a 2-0 lead. Hernandez taps it back. The Hawks are there to corral it. Ball back in the zone, coming up. Good lead pass, good outlet right there. Hawks put it back to the center. Ball dies a little bit, but is picked up by the Hawks, and now they're pushing once again. Nice block defensively, knocked out of play. The Hawks will throw it in. Ball inside. And the whistle stops play. Down to the 32-minute mark here in the first half. Again, the Hawks of Hendrickson High School in Pflugerville up 2-0. Both shots, both goals, I should say, just getting past Macedo. He's done a great job in net, in spite of the score. Nice clear up by ELGIN. Coming down near side. And a takeaway. ELGIN going up the near sideline. Puts the brakes on, gives it back. And now a nice lead up pass here into Hendrickson territory. Give and go, and then the foot, a hook right there, or a trip. Not sure what the call will be, but it's going to be a throw in here. A free kick actually from deep. Ball put up. And off the back end. Ball cleared out. Going all the way down the other end. Keeper there for ELGIN. Macedo scoops it up. Sends it high. It's going to get caught up in the wind and drop straight down. Auto play. ELGIN will throw it in on the far side. Tapped in, put back. ELGIN will give it back to the goalkeeper and he'll send it. Puts it right back on. A little back and forth here. Nice read by the goalkeeper, keeping it low. Saw the charging defender trying to knock it down. Nicely played here. Good lead up for Hendrickson as they put the ball into play. And a save by the goalkeeper Macedo. He throws it out up to mid into the center. Tapped on. Kept on by ELGIN offensively. But given right back. Macedo dives. Oh, good second effort. Sorry folks, I was reading that with my eyes instead of the camera. Macedo had his hands on it, let it go, and a charging Hawk came. Macedo literally jumped from his belly, off of his belly, to make the save once again before the on-rushing Hawk could get there and tap it in. So great effort by the goalkeeper once again. Inside 35 to go here in the first half. I should say over 35 as we get close to the 36-minute mark. Hawks throw that one in. Goalkeeper Macedo comes all the way out to grab it. Tapped away. Coming now near side. Shot on net. Hooking. Macedo able to scoop it up. He'll give it a little soft roll, going to the far side, and it rolls out of play. Got shivers and a runny nose on this cold weather. Pushed up. Nicely done. Elgin taps it out of play, but good effort, good hustle. Flying up the sideline. That was Anthony Jones, makes a big play. Hendrickson has it up the far sideline. Nice job by Elgin tapping it out. Tap up and out of play. Nicely done, keeping it in play. I thought it was going to fly up and out, but the Wildcats doing a nice job. Look at this, folks, back and forth, keeping it in the zone. A little pass backwards, now put up to the center. Nice footwork. Tapped out. Good pursuit coming out near side. Back here to the center. Hendrickson cuts that off. And Elgin cuts off that one right in return. Nicely done. A great match here so far in the first half. Down to the 39-minute mark. Minute remaining here in the first half. The Hawks lead 2-0 over your Wildcats. Wildcats have a nice opportunity here as they push it up far side into the corner. Who's going to get there? Tapped up and it'll roll out of play, it looks like, onto the track. And the Wildcats will throw it in right up here. Kicked on to the center. Coming now near side. Off of a Hawk player. Shot on net. Hooking and tapped out of play. And that'll do it. A good effort, and hopefully the Hawks, or excuse me, hopefully the Wildcats can come back out on top here in the second half. We'll just keep it right here on the E during halftime. This will be about 10 minutes. We'll roll a couple commercials, and we appreciate you being with us. Again, Michael Rose bringing you tonight's action via the camera and a little bit of play-by-play. Josh Cargill is our QA back at Vype Live. We'll be back for the second half in just a few minutes right here on Vype Live.
for the end zone. Touchdown, Ryder Hernandez on 4th and 2 from the 17.
Sure, Vype Sports brings you the best in area high school football. But Vype brings you exciting high school volleyball action.
Dive in the middle for the back row. Here comes James and gets the kill.
Vype brings you walk-off home runs on the diamond.
Line drive, deep to left. It is going, and it is gone!
From lacrosse to the pitch to the court and more, the leader in high school sports coverage is Vype Sports. VYP.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Texas. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Texas did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Texas. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com.
Meet Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Josh is a high school basketball player, solid shooter, great teammate.
Hey, don't forget my tenacious D.
And he's my son.
Oh.
So, what does Josh do to be the best basketball player he can be?
I play tennis.
Studies show that student athletes here in Texas who play more than one high school sport are more likely to excel. Tennis does more than improve Josh's conditioning. It gives him a fresh competitive outlet, reduces the risk of injury by cross-training, and introduces him to different coaching techniques and new friends.
Don't get me wrong, hoops are my first love. Tennis just gives me a little break.
So when the new season begins, Josh isn't burned out on basketball. He's eager to play, and you can see the difference in his game.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Really pulls up in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the three. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
To the half right now. Hendrickson Hawks on top, 2-0. Michael Rose along with Josh Cargill. A couple minutes to go here in the half, and at halftime, I should say. And then we'll be back for the second half in just a little bit. Appreciate you being with us again here on Vype Live, and appreciate the Elgin Booster Club for having us as well. We'll be back for the second half in just a couple more minutes right here on Vype Live. Stay tuned.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Texas. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
Welcome back. Second half just about to get started here. The 40-minute mark is up on the clock. Players will come out in just a second. I was going to use that little tricky 2-minute timer right there to head and use the restroom, but it says broken. Wish me luck, folks. If there's some dead air halfway through this half, I apologize, but one man can only do so much. In the face of adversity. That's all I have to say. Anyways, second half about to begin. Players walking out onto the pitch. Put my spectacles back on. so I can see said pitch. Fellas switching sides for the second half, as you can see. Again, Hendrickson in white. If you're just joining us, your Elgin Wildcats in their purple. Elgin on top, or excuse me, Hendrickson on top. Elgin trails 2-0. Hendrickson did a tremendous job keeping the ball in the offensive zone, and they start off with it again as Elgin gives pursuit, but Hendrickson keeping it in. Boys over there on the far side. Elgin with possession until it's tapped away. Good hustle right there by the Hawks. And good pursuit by Elgin. The Hawks will clear it back to their defensive side. And they'll start again coming up here the near side. Cross midfield and sent in all the way to the corner. Good pursuit by Elgin, and defensively lets it go out the back end. Again, appreciate Josh, just getting some feedback from him. Love the fact that we can keep in contact like this. Thank you, sir, for staying on top of everything. Josh's got a full slate of activities here on Vype Live tonight, so appreciate Josh going back and forth, keeping an eye on me and everybody else involved with all the other broadcasts across the Vype Live network. Oh, some language. Oh my goodness. Hopefully that can come across. Ball sent in. Tapped up. Hendrickson clears it out, but puts it right back up, and it'll roll out of the end. Hendrickson taps it. Give and go. Coming up the far side. Ball put up in the air. Hawks get to it first. Making a move to the corner. Ball tapped out. Nice save by Elgin. Sent back in. And Macedo there. Good save by Macedo. He's falling into the net. Ball pushes up the near sideline. Ball tapped out of play. Hendrickson gets position. And a tap. Knocked away by Elgin. Nicely done. Elgin puts it up into play, but Hendrickson right there to corral it on the defensive end. Right up there at midfield. Up the far sideline. Giving chase. The Hawks player gets there first, but Elgin takes it right away. Nice job on the pickpocket right there. Pushing it to midfield into the center. A little give and go right there between Elgin players. And now going to the far sideline. Tapped in. Put back and out of play. Ball coming up here into Elgin territory. Ball tapped in but cleared away by Hendrickson. Nice play up on the ball. Ball tapped up in the air, far side. Elgin with it. Still with it. Nicely done. Tries to pass it up and around. Doesn't get there. Hendrickson able to cut it off, and now they'll push it to midfield and across. Going deep. Macedo coming in. Clears it. Nice job. Ball going with the wind that time. Directly in his face in the first half. And a whistle. It'll be Elgin ball. A free kick here. Put it in play. Lickety split. Across midfield to the center. Now back at midfield, pushed on in. Hendrickson with numbers, but Elgin able to tap it to themselves. Hendrickson clears it, but Elgin there to keep it in play. Coming now near side, tapped up, and it'll go out of play. Hendrickson will throw it in. Wind actually picking up a little bit as I feel the breeze coming in the window for the first time tonight. A little bit stronger than usual. Elgin puts it to the center. Nice play. Putting it up and over. Hawks with it and have numbers. Oh my goodness. Nice job by Elgin defensive person to play it back and out of the zone. Hendrickson there to keep it in. And they'll try the advance one more time. Hendrickson with numbers. Gets around the defender, but he falls down. A little bit of miscommunication right there as I thought there was going to be a whistle. Macedo getting after his players. Into the corner. Elgin tries to clear, gets it up close to midfield, now put back in. Tap back to the defensive side. Hendrickson able to corral it. No, push it back a little bit and try and get things started going up the far sideline. Two on one, Elgin taps it out of play. It'll be Hendrickson throw in on the far sideline. Hendrickson moving it up, taps it in. Elgin cuts it off and they push it up the far sideline. Back, nice play to the center. Little razzle dazzle right there. Good footwork by Elgin. Tap back to the center. Now pushed up to midfield. Ball tapped on. Good lead right there. But a hustle by Elgin forces it out of play. Elgin throws it in up the far sideline to midfield. Nice footwork right there. Trying to get around the defenders. A 3-on-1, not going to happen. Hendrickson forces it out of play. Elgin to throw it in. Give and go right there. Push to the center. Pushed on up. Good footwork. Little takedown there, no call. Good hustle back. Coming back on the ball. to the net. Macedo taps it out. Good job. Defenders are able to help the cause even more by scooping it up and out. Hendrickson keeps it in. Coming right back with it. Elgin stops the momentum. Pushes it up towards midfield. Now back to the center. A whiff on that one. Hendrickson has the advantage and the numbers coming up here to the near side. A race to the sideline. He's able to get there. Put back to the center. Pushed away to the far side. Now kicked in on the middle, a header, and tapped up. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Elgin's able to corral it. Tap back near side, and it's kicked on up, and it'll go out of play into the track. Around the pitch. A throw in quickly. And almost steal right there. Good hustle by Elgin. Kicking it down now. Pushing it up. Elgin able to corral it. The defenseman back there doing a tremendous job. Tapped it to the far corner. Let it go out of play. It'll be Elgin to throw it in on the corner down there. Inside 11 minutes, working our way to the 12-minute mark here of the second half. Hendrickson on top 2-0. Ball tapped out on the far side. Elgin will throw it in. Throws it in up the far sideline. Tapped around. Hendrickson with it. Gets position and possession. Forces it back. Coming now near side. Good defensive stop right there. Hendrickson has to corral it. Pushing it now far side. Bringing it up. Elgin with a runner up front, but Macedo coming out and he'll tap it to a teammate. And it's sent on in to the Hendrickson defensive / Elgin offensive zone. Hendrickson with the numbers. Able to push it out. Elgin now cuts it off at midfield, keeps it in. Hendrickson takes it right back, unfortunately. Elgin's there. Tried to give it back. Kept in by number 7, as you can see, with the ball. Pushes it to the far side, or near side. Now coming back. Then going away. Tapped on. Trying to send it up. And a takeaway right there by Elgin. And sent in. The leader, but Macedo coming up, saw the pressure and was able to corral it. Nice job. David Macedo was doing a tremendous job in the net tonight, despite trailing 2-0. Very active with it. Elgin puts it into the offensive zone, down deep into the corner. Hendrickson able to get there first. Goes out of the back end. Elgin cuts it off. Pushes it offensively. Tap to the center. Gets away now, back, comes back. Shot on. Right at the goalkeeper for Hendrickson. He'll roll it. pushing the far side. Hendrickson with numbers. Good cutoff right there, but a nice pass. Trying to get around. Shot on net. Wow, Macedo did a great job. Sorry, folks, I couldn't get the camera to that side quickly enough. I was able to get my eyes there, though, to let you know that Macedo had to spin around and facing the net, put his hands on the ball. Able to make the save. Well done, young man. Shot on net, and it's a goal. Oh my goodness, Macedo had no chance on that one. Third goal of the evening for the Hawks. (3-0) now. Past the 15-minute mark. Here now 3-0 in the second half. Elgin with the ball. Pushing it to the center. Everybody getting a tap right now. Elgin pushing it up. Dead sprint to the ball. Hendrickson's able to get there quickly and force it out of play. Stop the momentum. Shot on net, tipped up in the air and out of play into the corner. Nice save by the Hendrickson defenseman. Tapped in, put on, but Hendrickson there with defensively. A roll to the net. Pushed out by the Hawks, and they'll be out of play, and Elgin will throw it in. Kicked up high and out of play. Ball rolls out of play. Ball tapped in. Hendrickson able to get there just in time to force out of play. But Elgin turning up the pressure now. Clock winding down to the 19-minute mark here in the second half. Wildcats trailing 3-0. Far side. Elgin makes a move. Puts a foot on it, now backpedaling, and Hendrickson able to corral it and kick it out of play. Now up the field, I beg your pardon. I thought it was heading out of play, but it's on the sideline. Good hustle by Elgin. Gets there in time, had numbers, 3-on-1. I should say 4-on-1 with the goalkeep as well. Macedo was there coming up to cut him off. Give and go on the near side right here. Elgin has possession. Ball tapped up from behind. Got pickpocketed right there. Keeps it in play, does Hendrickson. Forces it up. Playing it back to the middle. Gets across midfield into Hendrickson offensive territory, and now it's going to roll and be out of play as Elgin will throw it in, and they'll start afresh. Nice play right there as Elgin pushes it up the field. Back into their offensive territory. Shot on net. Up and just wide. Just on the left side of the post. Past the 20-minute mark here in the second half. Ball goes out of play. Throw in, tapped away by Hendrickson. Kept in, rolls out. Elgin will, I guess Hendrickson will throw it in. Hendrickson pushes it up. Elgin keeps it in, but Hendrickson taps it away. A little back and forth right here. It's kind of fun to watch, actually. Ball tapped near side. Rolls out, Hendrickson will throw it in. Elgin ball, throws it in. Tapped away, now tapped in. Purple ball. Sent near side. Shot on net, tries to get the bend. Goal keep for Hendrickson, lets it roll away. Over to the left side. Nice hustle by Elgin, trying to cut him off and gets there. Just can't get enough on the ball. Hendrickson keeps possession and they'll push it up the far sideline. Macedo coming out, chip shot. Deep, gets to midfield. Elgin able to corral it and keep it on their offensive side. Push to the far sideline. Going all the way. Can't get there in time. It'll be Hendrickson ball. Throws it in. Up to midfield. Chipped on. Has numbers and a whistle. Looks like we had offsides. Elgin will keep possession and they'll have a free kick over here. They'll put it in play. Nice header by Hendrickson. Tapped up. Coming far side. Another whistle. Elgin gets it back. Good footwork right there on the far side. Tries to go middle. Has a player, but it's kicked away by Hendrickson last second. Good hustle by Hendrickson, but great effort by Elgin. My goodness, that was fun. Nice job, guys. Do that one more time. Get that goose egg off the board. Down to the 25-minute mark here in the second half. Plenty of time for Elgin. Definitely not going to be shut out tonight. They're definitely stepping it up here in this frigid second half. Pushing now near side. Hendrickson has numbers as they push it forward, but Elgin cuts it off. Tap far side. Now near side, I beg your pardon. Going back this way. Good hustle down low. Taking it away is Elgin. Sent to the near side. Pushed up. And defenseman there to knock it down. Sent back, kicked on, it'll go out of play on the end line. New keeper comes in. Ball sent away. Kept in by Elgin. Nicely done. Good play on the ball, but Hendrickson's there to take it back. Send it up. Ball pushed out of play. Elgin will throw it in. Put it where they're not. Nice move. Get there. Ooh, just wide. Hey, nab it. Oh. Number 15, Anthony Jones, threw it in, and number 8, Mimo Hernandez, with a great leg on that one, just pushed it wide to the left. Nice job. Little sequence there. The boys are coming back strong, y'all. I don't think there'll be a shutout here tonight at Wildcat Stadium. Wildcats with it. Push it now near side. Will roll out of play. Hendrickson will. I beg your pardon. Elgin will throw it in. I thought it was off of an Elgin player, but now, speaking of Elgin players, nice push to the middle. Tried to get around, but forcing it back out. Hendrickson plays it. Keeps the body between the defender and the ball, and they're coming up strong in midfield, cut off and pushed back. Hernandez now with it. Shot on net. Just knocked down. The rebound coming up. Hendrickson has to get there quickly, but they kick it out of play, so Elgin will throw it in on the far sideline. Shot on net, tipped up in the air, goes out of play. Relentless, y'all. This is fun, huh? Good job, fellas. Keep attacking. Corner kick coming up for Elgin. Anthony Jones will send it. Ball tapped up. Just stopped. Sent back to the middle. Get there, boys. Get there. Put it in there. Put it in there. Get around him. Oh, sent out. Nice job defensively. Hendrickson able to get there. Oh, 2 different great looks at the net. And the boys couldn't pop it in. Sent in and away. Elgin able to push it back into play. The Hawks now coming up with it at midfield. Send it into their offensive zone. Haven't been down here for a while, which is good news. Ball sent back. Now pushed in. Good job defensively by the Wildcats. Pushed it back out of play. Shot on net just over the top. Into the wind. The wind was able to put some extra spin on it. Macedo actually had a little extra help there thanks to Mother Nature. Elgin will push it out, taking advantage of the kid tying his shoes. Hendrickson, however, able to get back quickly, keeping the ball in their zone, push it to the far side. It'll roll out of play. Hendrickson will throw it in. I beg your pardon, Elgin will throw it in. Nope, I was right the first time. Good hustle by Elgin, trying to pick the pocket, can't quite do it. Able to force it out of play. Hendrickson keeps it in. Now Elgin takes it back. Push back. Now push it up. Far side, cross midfield to the center. They'll hold it back now, bring it to the other side. Out to the middle, there's Jones. Jones, fancy footwork. Centers it. Cut away. Nice play. Loose ball. Player goes down for Elgin. Took the brunt of that one. It's stinger right there on the ball, and it's so cold outside. Ball goes out of play on the corner. That was Jones who went down for Elgin. He gets back under his own power. He's going to run off to the sideline. And a corner kick for Hendrickson. Sends it up high, push back out. Sends it on. Macedo able to cradle it. A yellow card on the language. Instead of being asked to Waiting on. Replacement goalkeeper to come. Elgin now bringing it upfield. Hendrickson cuts it off and we got numbers. Chip it up. Didn't put enough on that one. Goalkeeper's able to just go down to their knees. Push it up and back. Coming now to the near side. Push down along and it'll go out of play. Elgin will throw it in. Zamarone throws it in. Good angle right there for Hendrickson, trying to get it pushed deeper and stopped. Nice job by Elgin. Good hustle. Gets to the end line just in time. Pushes it upfield. And they'll let it go out. Hendrickson will throw it in. Goes across the field to the center, and a little bit back. Now coming near side. Numbers again, good angle right there. Nice cutoff by Elgin. Good defensive play. Ooh, good job. Defensively for Elgin, pushing it. Beg your pardon, trying to get the camera back up. Little tripod issue right there. A little user error issue, I should say. Elgin able to push that one to the side, but kept in by Hendrickson, and now pushed back near side. Hendrickson able to get that one down as well. Pinball action going on, and the ball is cleared up to midfield and away. Down all the way close to the 38-minute mark here in the match. Elgin a couple more chances here, keeping it in their zone here at midfield. The way they played tonight was actually really impressive. Just a couple of tough shots from Macedo to corral and keep out of the net. But the second half, they really did a great job of keeping it in their offensive zone, I should say, and putting pressure on Hendrickson. Push it down, far side, into the corner. It'll roll out of the back end. Coming down near side. Hendrickson with it. Officially at the 39-minute mark right now. Less than a minute to go here in the match. Good job defensively by Elgin, pushing it in. The goalkeeper will come and scoop it, tap it away. Coming now near side. Sent in by Hendrickson. Elgin there to keep it. They'll roll it back to the goalkeep. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh my. Phew. A little able to keep it from going in. I was a little nonchalant on that. Wasn't real decisive. It almost cost another goal. Almost an empty netter, but the goalkeeper able to get back there just in time. And that will do it, folks. The end of the match is upon us. Hendrickson able to keep the goose egg on the board. Well, some handshakes right there. And some waves. End of the match, like I mentioned. Final score here from Wildcat Stadium. The Hendrickson Hawks come into the stadium and get 3-0 to 3-0 the score here. Thank you so much to the Elgin Booster Club for bringing Vype Live back to the campus tonight. Appreciate Josh Cargill very much for being a part of the broadcast, helping me out. Great job as always, Josh. Thanks for your help and your partnership. Thank you to Merle Bertrand, to Sooner Van Kant, to all the folks with Vype Live. Appreciate everybody's involvement. Best of luck. Stay warm, y'all. Enjoy the rest of the season. For everybody here with Vype Live, my name is Michael Rose, signing off from Elgin Wildcat Stadium here in Elgin, Texas. Have a great night, and go Wildcats.